What's going on, guys? So today we are off to Andy's. Actually, let me grab my jacket real quick because it is finally getting a little chilly out. Isn't that right, Jackson? It's finally fall here in Pennsylvania and we've got some 50-degree weather, low 60s, so we'll grab a little jacket. Alrighty, see you, buddy. And today I figured, since we're going to check up on the 2013 ZL1, we'll drive the 2017 ZL1. Yes. It's been a little while since I drove this car. A lot of you guys have been commenting about this car since I don't really have it much on the channel anymore, but you guys will be seeing it soon. I have some modifications that I will be doing to the car here right after the call out, but like I said, I'm focusing on the 2013 just so I can have that car ready to race that day. So after that, it's time to work on the 2017. But before we head to Andy's, check this out. Guitarmageddon ZL1 lanyards. I finally got them after a couple weeks. I ordered these from an online site and they finally came in last night. As you guys can see, they feature my name with a little sneak peek right there of the new logo that I'm redesigning. That's my face with a pair of American sunglasses. So the best part about these lanyards are they are proudly made in the USA. But anyways, these are now in stock on guitarmageddonzl1.com/store and they are ready to ship out, as well as t-shirts, stickers, and posters, so please be sure to check that out. Rammstein going on there. Anyways, we're gonna go to Andy's and check out the 2013. Yeah, I actually managed to get off work early today. Boss allowed me to take a half day, so I was all over that. You know, my schedule at work is not very flexible. I have vacation days I can take, but it's not too often where the boss just kind of like gives you a free day, like, oh, you don't have to come in today, or, you know, you can leave early. So when that happens, I usually try to take advantage of it. But anyways, let's go to Andy's. Oh, there's Andy, but we're not at Andy's shop, we're at Applebee's because this is Andy's second favorite place. Ah, that's better. Now we're actually back at DFR. And there's my car. Looks like they're halfway through the project here. Are you a new guy?
Oh wait, hold on. Hello?
New guy's here.
Hello, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Harold, and I work on 2 red ZL1s with my red gloves so I don't get myself dirty, right? You see here now we have a flashlight so I can see all my hose and, you know, in the area. Scope them out, you know.
Hose or like hose? You mean like hose?
What are you, gay? My hose, man! Like freaking woman out there. Who's this?
Who's that?
This?
Who's this? Who's this? Who's this?
Wait,
Who this?
Your Russian accent's coming out now. Who's this?
Who this?
You have problem with me? Alright. What's up? I don't know. I'm back. I'm alive.
Yeah.
Ready.
So back from 106-degree fever or some shit?
Yeah, dude.
125.
Is that what it was? Oh. So it just keeps going up.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Look at that. The 4 innovations. That's the regulator?
Yes, this is, where do you want it mounted? We have 2 options here because you have a freaking catch can that has like 85 lines to it. You have your nitrous, you have, you know, line locking the way and everything. So we have 2 options.
Okay.
Dos. Один, два. Russian for you. We can mount it right here, right?
Okay.
Or we can mount it down here. Whatever's convenient for you.
I would think mount wherever's easier to run the lines. You know what I'm saying?
We'll probably like do it like this.
How are you gonna mount it like that? You have to make a bracket.
Yeah, we're gonna be. I'd fab up a bracket quick, and it'll mount like that. Here, it'll be more visible.
Right.
The gauge. Down there, you can't really read.
Yeah.
You need like a freaking.
Yep, that'll work.
So if you want me to make a bracket there, no problem. You don't even want to know how much I hated my life.
Why?
How much I hated I crawled in there.
Oh yeah, dude. You have fun. I crawl in there every time I drive this car.
There's your parts right here. This is your the filter.
Oh yeah, okay, look at that.
This is what's gonna hold all the lines, and then here's your line. 85 grade line.
Sweet.
So literally that's it.
Perfect.
Everything's wired up, everything's hooked up. I just need to run the lines.
Yeah, where's the trapdoor mod? This trapdoor mod you speak of.
The whole cutting car.
Oh, that trapdoor mod, Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, because you had to do that to
pump,
wire everything up and
to put your full pump in there.
Here, we'll zoom in on that.
Zoom in.
Zoom in on that piece of
artisticness of AN fittings and.
Oh man.
Obviously, we're gonna close it up. Probably just tack the corners and seal off the edges.
Yeah.
So obviously, it's not gonna be like that.
Yeah, whatever.
Time. But if we go on the other side of the car, you'll see all your. Well, right here's your old pump.
Yep. Right.
Still full of fuel.
That's the old one.
Brought it in with a full tank, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look on your wall right there, all right. So the main big red wire.
Yeah.
That's your main power source. That goes to the battery. The big black wire is your ground, which is right down underneath that red one. You can see the bolt.
Yep.
The two black ones with that red one in between the big black and the big red one. The two black ones go to your hob switch up here, which reads boost. That red is accessory switched. So whenever you turn the key, the pumps are gonna activate. Those other ones are your fuel pump connectors.
So tell me about this rat's nest that Andy thinks was in my car, or is that total bullshit? So Andy sends me a text like, what, yesterday? With a clump of crap like in his hands. It was like all this stuff, and I'm like, what is that? And he's like, dude, it's a rat nest. We got wiring issues, man. We found it on your car. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. There's a rat's nest in like under the car.
Okay, but I'm dead ass. This is some of it right here. This was on top when I cut.
Where exactly was it?
Literally right on top of the pump setup. So this was laying all up there. There was a bunch, and it looked like it had tunnels and everything.
It wasn't. It looks like seat material, like from the seats, or like.
I don't know.
What is that?
But there's like hair.
What's the black stuff?
I don't know. Ask the rats, dude. But it was all like piled up around there and everything. It was funny. I was like, oh.
That doesn't make any
have time to get
sense.
In there.
Well, first of all,
mid-run.
the car literally is garaged. It's garaged since I bought it.
Garage.
But what? Unless it happened over the winter one year and it just left, never came back in. Maybe. You know. There you go, guys.
Rats get in the car.
Apparently, there was a rat's nest in my car that I didn't even know under it, on the fuel pump. No wonder the fuel pump wasn't working.
All right.
Meanwhile, look who's back. What are you doing here, man?
What are you guys doing?
The Friday thing. Apparently they found a rat's nest in above my stock fuel pump.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or maybe not a rat's nest, but it was a nest of some rodent. And he said
Andy's nest.
he said it had like I don't know, like trenches in it. Like it was actually something. Like it wasn't just.
There was valleys.
Valleys.
It's probably something that was living in Andy's beard, but.
That's what I thought. I was like, Andy, are you sure you didn't pull it out of your beard? All right, Andy. So you've got a letter here, and this is a letter. This is proof, ladies and gentlemen, that people are worried about Andy's sexuality. People are getting worried about you, so I thought I'd help remind you how awesome women are. From your buddy, the infamous Andrew. So what did he give you? Let's see it. The Sports Illustrated mag.
With Sports Illustrated mag with Kate Upton.
On it.
That's the monetization all day long.
No, she's not nude. We're good.
Close enough. My God, what page is it? Kate Upton.
Then he doesn't even know what page it is because he's.
I'm too busy
never
looking at all the other girls.
Yeah, all right. All the getting worried now. People are even more worried. Look, is that that's what we think it is? Yes.
No. No.
No! Meanwhile, I've got some packages to open for you guys, and it's not mail time. It's actually a mail time flight that I ordered.
You want me to film for you?
I have a knife, so watch out.
Let me film for you.
So there it is. That is the lower pulley that we'll be replacing, or actually we'll be replacing my 8.6 with this bigger lower to get more boost. Yeah, so you can easily swap these out with just those 3 bolts. That was a quick little mod I figured we'd do. And then in this box is the smaller idler pulley, which will allow clearance for the bigger lower pulley, because the stock idler is a little bit too big. So we got this smaller one here, and it says make sure the C-clip is facing toward the engine when installing. I should just throw this on the floor now because Andy doesn't like directions.
DFR exposed.
I think this is a.
You might get a surprise in there.
Oh, Yeah, this is a brand new one. Yeah, dude, check it out. And you can use the stock bolt too, so it'll be real easy to swap out.
We're gonna walk away. Guitar Armageddon ZL1 exposed. We're just gonna file his car now. Alright, should I stop this recording? How do I stop the recording? This red button?
Yeah. Alrighty, so we're back at home now, and it's a perfect day to wash the truck or a car or whatever, because there's no sun and it's like just overcast the entire day. And it's also a perfect day to do a Q&A video. Look how dirty the inside of this wheel well is. This is from going in and out of work and driving in the rain. Look how bad that is. You would think I just drove through, I don't even know what, but that's all the steel dust and everything at the mill. And there's no paved roads. You know, when I drive into work, it's all stone and like gigantic holes that you try to avoid. It's like trying to avoid all of it, so it's because it splashes up on the entire side of the truck. And it's terrible. So it's almost impossible to keep this truck clean. But when you have a nice sunny week like we do coming up, I try to take advantage of it. So I made an Instagram post yesterday saying I was going to do a Q&A, and you guys had asked a bunch of questions. So Lauren is behind the camera, and she's going to read them off to me, and I'm going to answer as best I can.
Would you ever own a BMW?
A BMW? Yeah, I would. Probably like the M3 GTS.
Will you and Lauren race side by side at YouTube Call Out Oktoberfest?
Oh, I don't know. Lauren already has enough people that are calling her out. So I might need not get a chance to race her.
What's the loudest exhaust for a 6th Gen SS?
The loudest exhaust for a 6th Gen SS would be no exhaust, meaning just take the system off and run open headers.
Opinion on Jimbo and Mike's new car?
Jimbo and Mike's new car. Oh, the two C5s. I mean, they're Corvettes. Hopefully they'll do something cool with them.
You gonna put meth on the ZL1?
Which one? Didn't specify, man.
Will you ever get a diesel?
I don't know. There's no really need to get a diesel. I'm not towing anything like extremely heavy that I would need that. So, probably not.
What would be the next car you would buy?
Probably a 69 Camaro.
Are you gonna get a 7th Gen ZL1?
If they make one, I'll probably get it.
Are you gonna get a trans brake on the 5th Gen?
No, I can't, because they don't make one for that transmission. Unless I would swap the transmission to like a TH400 or something like that, then yeah, I would. But
does Jackson ride in the Silverado?
He did a couple times, but I try to keep it clean on the inside. As you know, Jackson's got a ton of hair.
Say hi, Jackson. Good boy. What's the fastest you ever went in a car?
170?
What exhaust, if any, are you going to put on the Silverado?
I'm looking at two different companies right now, Borla and Corsa. I'm just trying to figure out which one I like better.
Can you and your father craft something together?
Yeah, what do you want us to craft? My dad is really good at woodworking and stained glass, and he's got a lot of talents, crafty talents, so we can do pretty much anything.
When are you going to a racetrack with corners?
Hopefully sometime soon. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but I definitely want to do it in the 2017 sometime next year.
Are you going to have another project build?
The next project I'd probably have is a 69 Camaro.
What about plans for the 2017 ZL1?
I've got a lot of plans for it. I was discussing it with Andy yesterday, and we have some pretty cool idea for the car. If all goes well, I'll probably be doing it sometime next year or over this winter.
Are you going to stall convert the 13 ZL1?
Not yet.
If you were to pick between a Challenger Demon, or the new GT500, what would it be?
I don't know much about the new GT500, so I can't really say.
Somebody wants to know, did Diablo Formula Racing finally come out of the closet?
No.
AKA Jackass.
No, Jack, he didn't.
What is the craziest thing you have ever done in your life?
The craziest thing?
Mm-hmm.
Jumped out of a plane multiple times by myself.
So our good friend Maple Fed wants to know, what is your favorite part of each one of your vehicles?
Wow.
That's a good
Why
question.
is he gotta ask such a deep question?
Because
Favorite part of each one of my vehicles. Okay, so favorite part about my truck is the fact that it's a truck and I don't have to worry about scraping the front end or running over like dirt and crap. Like, it's a truck, so I like that, and I can haul stuff. The favorite part about my 2017 is the fact that, well, it makes you feel like you're kind of invincible on the road because it's so good. Like, it's handled so well, and it's just an all-around great car. But the 2013, my favorite part about that is, well, I mean, the sound of it and that it's fast and just raw like American muscle.
is the ZL1 red or just sexy as F?
Sexy as F.
What caused you to have such a fascination with red?
I don't know. It's been my favorite color since I've been a kid.
Somebody wants to know what's your point level at Sheetz?
I have no idea.
Well, you know what? We need to get gas points. We need to get a Sheetz card for that reason.
I do have a Sheetz card. I just don't have it with me all the time.
Oh well,
So
you
I'm kind of
you
losing
need.
out on points, I guess, huh?
Yes, correct. How often does Lauren LePatic drive it, and is she used to going wide open throttle?
That's a question for you, Lauren.
I'm pretty used to it. How far are you willing to push the 5th gen before calling it quits?
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever stop with that car. I think I'll just keep going. Might as well.
And what is your quarter-mile goal?
This goal coming up here on the 28th is anything 9.0 or 9.91. I'm hoping to run a 9.0. If I can run a 9.0, I think I can run an 8.9.
When you see your cars every day, does it give you motivation to continue to collect or improve on what you have?
Yeah, that's a good. You pretty much answered the question by asking the question. It's a good reminder to know that hard work does pay off. You know, that's kind of what I tell everybody. You know, I wasn't given those cars at all. You know, no one gave those cars to me. I earned the money and I bought the cars, and it's nice to know that. And I wasn't, you know, handed anything in life. It's a good reminder to know that hard work does pay off.
What kind of gas mileage does your vehicles get?
Actually, better than you think. The 2017 gets the most. The truck probably gets the worst. Or actually, no, the 2013 would if I'm like racing it. But 2013 doesn't get bad gas mileage. It gets like 21 miles a gallon, believe it or not.
Would you ever put a wing on your 2017 ZL1?
Yep.
Easter egg. What build would you recommend starting with a 2015 ZL1 or an SS?
I would start with the ZL1. You don't have to upgrade as much on the ZL1 when you make a lot of power, because it's already it's already beefed up from the factory. With an SS, you got to upgrade the rear, you got to upgrade the transmission, you got to upgrade, you know, different components like that. Plus, the ZL1's already fast from the factory, so you have to do less to make it fast.
How do you plan for taxes with YouTube since the paychecks aren't taxed?
Well, you can do it one of two ways. You can just save money every time you get paid. You know, set aside 25% or whatever you think the taxes will be, and then shell out a big, you know, sum of money at the end of the year. But, you know, I don't just do YouTube. So I've got my job, I own a house. Both of those things, I get back money in taxes. So I use that money toward the YouTube money. So then at the end of every month when I make money on YouTube, I can use more of it instead of putting this huge sum in savings just for taxes.
Have you ever gotten noticed in a weird place like the men's restroom or a romantic dinner?
I think we got noticed at dinner, didn't we? Remember the guy came up to me?
Oh, the 2 times ago. Yeah, I do
So
remember.
yes, at dinner, but not in the restroom. Unless I was at like a show, like a car show, where I was like showing my car, you know, and people knew people were there to see me. Obviously then, but
What are your other interests besides cars?
guitars, music, you know, is an interest of mine. Unfortunately, the cars have been taking up a lot of my time, and YouTube has been taking up a lot of my time, so I haven't had time to really pursue or have fun with my other hobbies.
Are Dirty Max and Max dating?
It's a secret.
Would you come down to Cletus and Cars next month?
You know, I would do a lot more of those events if I didn't have a job. But my job doesn't allow me to take extended vacations whenever I feel like it.
Are you going to put a cold air intake on the Silverado?
Yep.
When are we going to go for another drive and listen to Steel Panther again? Tyler, aka Gunmetal Speedster.
Soon, Tyler. Anytime you want, we'll go.
Have you ever scared yourself in either Camaro?
Yes, I have. I went sideways on the highway one time, pulling on, coming on an entrance ramp, and it was really cold out, so obviously when it's cold you don't have traction. And I was like doing 70, like sideways. It was a little scary.
Do you play video games? And if so, what's your system and what's your favorite game?
Nintendo. I've always been a Nintendo guy. Favorite game, definitely Zelda Ocarina of Time on the N64. But some of you guys are too young for that.
Will you ever make it down to Texas 2K?
Yes, we are planning on going next year.
Can you do more of your guitar riffs for the intro or outro of the videos? Also, do you like Metallica?
Yes and yes.
When and where have you seen them in concert?
Oh, I haven't seen Metallica ever, but I want to see them obviously before they either A, retire or B, die.
If you could have any car from any era other than your Camaros, what would it be?
It's a hard question, again, but I'd probably choose the Batmobile. So that concludes the Q&A video, right, Jackson? And thank you guys for all the questions. I enjoyed answering them. Some of them were tough, not gonna lie. Stay tuned for the results of the 2013 ZL1. It's currently getting the fuel system put in, and then we're gonna put it on the dyno and see what kind of power it makes on and off nitrous. Also, be sure to check out my website, GuitarMageddonZL1.com. All of my merch will be on there as well. Everybody tell Jackson he's a good boy. Everybody say he's a good boy in the comments. Anyways, be sure to follow all my social media. It'll be in the description as well. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and have a great day.